Hi YouTube, and welcome to a new installment I like to call Buy This Shit So I Can Feed My Family Dinner at My Kitchen Table.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, so anyway, guys, this is OCD for EDC, and my wife wanted to do a video
Intro?
There we go. Good God, I can't even speak. So I had no idea what she said. What she was going to say. She said it was a surprise. So there you go. That was the surprise. All right. So what I got for your face balls today are some Spydercos and some brand new ones, some very sought after ones. So it should be a pretty cool video. So we'll just go ahead and get these things unboxed here, and I'm gonna pull all three of these guys out. And we'll do some size comparisons. I'll give you guys some specs on these sweet little knives here. So first knife we have is the brand new Spyderco Dragonfly. And this is the Nothing Fancy Project Edition. This was a collaboration between Nothing Fancy and Blade HQ. And so this guy here is rocking S35VN blade steel, and you can see right there that this is number 16 of 579 total pieces, and it is from December of 2019. So pretty cool little deal there. And here you go. Here's the CPM S35VN blade steel. A really cool little knife, and we'll definitely be talking some more about that guy. But because it's a special edition, comes with the paperwork, so I'll throw this out there real quick so you guys can see. There you go. You can pause right there if you want to check that out. All right, next model. This here is a KnifeWorks exclusive, and this happens to be a Delica, but not just any Delica. So again, got some paperwork here, so you can pause and read right there if you'd like to see that. This Delica is rocking S90V, again, Seiki City, Japan. You can see we got black FRN bidirectional scales here, stock Delica pocket clip that is 4-way position. You got this blue FRN backspacer, and then you've got blue liners, or not really liners, just the inside of the FRN is blue.
10 out of 10 style.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, pretty cool. So we got two black and blue knives going here. And then we also have got one that's been going crazy here, and this one was a Blade HQ exclusive.
Caw!
Dodo.
How does a Dodo go?
I have no idea. I don't know what a Dodo goes. But here we're looking at the Jade G10 M4. So we're looking at CPM M4 Dodo. So really cool knife. Something, totally different and interesting. So those are the three knives. And then we also have got some paperwork here that came with the Dodo. If you want to read that while I'm... Actually, I should probably... It's pretty small print. So you can pause right there if you'd like. If you want to see what comes with the Dodo. And then you've got this right here. Perfect. All right. So... I'm going to start this out by doing, we'll do a few size comparisons. So we'll stick with Spyderco here first. And that is the Para 3 Lightweight. And this is the Manix 2. So get the ass end of these all kind of lined up there. So you can kind of see what we're working with there. The three of these guys are not very large. And then we'll get a couple other size comparisons here. This is a Benchmade Bug Out and the Benchmade Super Freak.
She's a super freak. Super freak.
She's super freaky. And then here's my wife's mini grip. So a lot of people have this knife, familiar with this knife, so I wanted to throw it out there for a size comparison. I think it's kind of fitting. So there you go, guys. Up against the Benchmade mini grip and the bug out. So hopefully that gives everyone some good size comparisons there. All right, let's get these old ones out of the way here. So I'm just going to run down the specs real quick on all three of these knives. And here, we'll do them like this. All right. So what we're looking at for an overall length on the Dragonfly, overall is 5.66 inches. On the Dodo, it is 6.425 inches. And on the Delica, you are 7.15. You got a handle length on the Dragonfly of 3.35 inches. On the Dodo, 4.375. And on the Delica, it's 4.25. Blade length on the Dragonfly is 2.31 inches. On the Dodo, it's 2.05. So basically just a 2-inch blade there. And then on the Delica, you've got just shy of 3 inches at 2.9. Cutting edge, you have on the Dragonfly 1.955, so almost 2 full inches of cutting edge there. On the Dodo, you have 1.68 inches, and on the Delica, you have 2.57. Thickness, if I can get them to stand up here, we'll try to make that happen. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, so on the Dragonfly, for handle thickness, you have 0.34 inches. On the Dodo, it is 0.4 inches. And on the Delica, it is 0.39. Blade stock thickness on the Dragonfly is 95 thousandths. On the Dodo, it's an eighth of an inch, or 125 thousandths. And on the Delica, this one actually measures 94 thousandths, but you know, the Dragonfly and the Delica are very similar there. So here we get into some interesting stuff here. Behind the edge thickness. So behind the edge on the Dragonfly is very, very consistent all the way across. It's in this full flat ground blade here, but you have a really consistent behind the edge thickness of 20 thousandths. So at the heel of the blade and the tip, you're 20 thousandths all the way across. On the Delica, it's similar, full flat ground blade, and you've got 23 thousandths all the way across. So, you know, pretty nice. It's, you know, certainly I would love to see them thinner than that, but it is what it is. On the Dodo, this one's kind of strange. So you can see here, you've got this, it's a hollow ground blade, and it's kind of like a saber, you know, where the grind starts kind of right in the middle of the blade, but it's hollow ground. And so back here at the heel of the blade, you have 20 thousandths, and that stays consistent until it starts to hump back up into this recurve. And then at the height of the recurve, you've got 25 thousandths behind the edge. And then right out here at the very tip, it's 14 thousandths. So this thing is a box opener from hell. No doubt about it. I mean, the Dodo is going to eat boxes like no other. With that little recurve there and only being 14 thousandths right at that tip, that's pretty spectacular.
No box stands a chance.
Yeah, right. So I had one viewer wanted me to show off the balance point of knives, so I'm going to do that really quick. The Dodo is very, very difficult to do that with. I can do it on the side here. So right there at the ball lock is the balance point on the Dodo. On the Dragonfly, it's going to be right behind the pivot, right there. And then on the Delica, it's a little different because you got this steel pocket clip, which is going to make a huge difference on balance point if you move that to tip down carry. So yeah, but at the way it comes out of the box, there's your balance point there.
What does that matter?
So the balance point on a knife, if it's too blade heavy or too ass end heavy, it'll feel weird in your hand. So balance point, on something like this isn't really that big of a deal, but on a larger knife, it can be uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
So anyway, we'll get some weights on these guys here real quick. So we'll start with the Dragonfly. And so for this guy, you've got 2.31 inches of blade. Zero my scale out. And we've got 1.188 ounces. So featherweight there. On the Dodo, you've got basically 2 inches of blade. And you have got 2.783 ounces. Still pretty light for how big the handles are on that guy. And then on the Delica, you've got just shy of 3 inches of blade and 2.32 roughly ounces. So 2.32, perfect. All right. So all three of these guys are brand new models. And if you didn't see when I was holding them up to the camera, all three of these are Collector Club versions, and they're all numbered 16. That happens to be my Collector Club number. And I want to give a special thanks to Omaha Knife. They're fantastic. They carry a lot of brands besides Spyderco, but if you guys are looking for anything, you can definitely check them out online and call Ann or Curtis over there at Omaha Knife, and they will absolutely hook you up. So just really good people there. So the Delica is a knife that everyone knows about. And there's really nothing I can say about that. About this knife that you don't already know, other than this one's in S90V. So, it's a pretty sweet Delica, but this thing's been around for a long time, and it's got the bi-directional texturing on the FRN. Cool knife, for sure. And, I didn't bring it up before, but this, I think I did say earlier, this is a KnifeWorks exclusive. You can pick this guy up right now on their website for $119.95. So $120, S90V Delica. All right. This little, the TNP version of the Dragonfly in this Ben Blue FRN also has the bi-directional texturing. And you see here you got the black coated wire clip. It is reversible for left or right tip-up carry. You got all blacked out hardware. And then the black, they call it it's a titanium carbonitrate or nitride coating. I can't remember how they worded it, but anyway.
Murdered out for short.
Yeah, murdered out with the baby blue handles. Pretty nice looking. The lock bar is blacked out. All the hardware, everything on it, other than the FRN scales, is murdered out. And then all the writing on the blade is done in like a gold print, which is pretty cool. So you got the maker mark there for Sal Glesser and Seiki Seita Japan, and the steel marking there with the Spider logo. So this guy here only sold, I think, to Patreons of Nut and Fancy. I'm not sure if they sold it on Blade HQ. I don't really know exactly all the details on this knife. The one thing I do know is that they are no longer available. That is what I can guarantee you. Now, when it was available, what I found online was this thing sold for $94.95. So $95, which seems like a lot for a little Dragonfly, but it is S35VN, and it's pretty nice in the hand, even for my big ass paws. This thing, because it hooks down so much back here, my ring finger here kind of pulls backwards on the knife, but then you've got this really great choil on the thumb ramp, and it's really locked in there well. And so, you got right at 2 inches of cutting edge, and yeah, in a really tiny package, something that definitely could fit in your coin pocket or whatever. So that's a pretty cool little package. And then you have the Dodo, just an oddball of a knife, no doubt about it. It is extremely ergonomic. I mean, the thing really fits in your hand well. And like I said, it's going to be a box destroyer.
It's so derpy, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ridiculous looking thing. There's no doubt about that. Um, my only complaint about this knife, honestly, is the ball lock. My fingers are so fat. They do have these big chamfered areas. I don't know if you're going to be able to see or not. There's really large chamfers all the way around this lock ball access port. But I just cannot. I basically have to use my fingernail on the ball. But, it does work well. And the action, as you can see right there, is stellar. If I can get... It's hard for me to... Yeah. It's hard for me to do it with just one finger. I've literally got to stick my fingernail in there to get the ball. But I can do it like this. Here we go. Oh, now my fingers are hitting the blade.
Yeah. Get your big ass fingers out the way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, my fingers just are not good for this little ball lock. I love the Mannix. It's one of my all-time favorites, but it's got a ball cage. So anyway, pretty cool thing. Again, wire pocket clip. It is reversible for tip up, right or left carry. Jade G10. So of course you can absolutely dye this whatever colors you want. There we go. So, those are the three that I've got for your face balls today. The one thing I didn't want to let people know about is I'm going to bring out a couple other Spydercos here. Everything that I'm showing on screen is going to be for sale or on sale today. And so, here's what I got for your face balls. We've got the Damascus Endura, along with the Damascus Delica. I've got the Spyderco Stretch 2 in Ivory White FRN. I've got the Para 3. This is not the lightweight, just a standard Para 3. And this one's rocking K390. I guess it's on that side, sorry. With the Ranger Green G10, which are really cool. I love the color on this thing. And then I also have got the Able Reels Native 5 in LC200N. So all these knives are on sale today. So here we go, guys. I'm just going to throw down the prices really quick for y'all. So on the two Damascus blades over here, the Endura and the Delica, all these prices include shipping, and I do accept PayPal, friends and family, and so you can email me. My email address will be in the description below, along with a bunch of other links and stuff. If you want to pick up any gear, I really appreciate you guys using the affiliate links. Anywho, let's get back to this. So the Delica is $80, and that includes shipping. The Endura is $90, and that includes shipping. The K390 Para 3 is $200, as well as the Dodo. I'm selling the Dodo for $200, shipped to your door. I actually just saw one of these guys sell on eBay literally 5 minutes before we filmed this for $225 plus. I think the guy had like $10 or $12 shipping and handling on there. So anyway, $200 shipped to your door for the Dodo.
Dang, that's a good deal.
Dang, that's a good deal. I'll do $100 on the Dragonfly. This particular Delica here, at the time that I'm filming this, they were available. I know they're only making 600 of these, is what the Knife Works website says. But either way, I'll let this one go for $100. They're selling for $120 on the Knife Works website. So $100, I'll sell the Delica. The stretch, this one I'll let go for $90, the stretch too. And these things sell for $95. And plus you'll be paying shipping on top of that. And then the Able Reels Rainbow Trout Native 5, this one I'll sell for $450. So all of that includes shipping. And so anybody interested in any of these knives, hit me up. My email, like I said, will be in the description. I'll put up a list of all these knives in the description as well. And I'll mark them sold as they go. But yeah, there you go, guys. If you guys are interested in any one of these, feel free to send me an email. You can also contact me on Instagram if you'd like. OCD for EDC on Instagram as well. So thanks a lot, guys. That's all I got for your face balls tonight. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and looking forward to a fantastic New Year.
Help a knife wife out. Am I right? Stasa's wife?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Miss Stasa.
I feel you, girl. I feel you.
Miss Stasa, she for those that watched, put out a little video talking about all the terrible parts about being a knife wife. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for all your support and everything that you guys do for me. And please leave comments below. I love talking to you guys. So yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.
Bye.